Mastering Android Dev Interviews, the ultimate roadmap. Yo, what's up everyone, it's Salil and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're an Android developer looking to land that dream job, you know the interview process can be, well, intense. But don't worry, I got you. In this video, we're diving deep into the ultimate roadmap to dominate your Android developer interviews. We're talking technical mastery, we're talking soft skills, and everything in between to make sure you're not just prepared, but you're confident and ready to impress. This is your all-in-one guide to acing those technical questions, showcasing your problem-solving abilities, and highlighting those passion projects that make you stand out. So whether you're a recent grad or a seasoned pro, this video's packed with tips and tricks to help you level up and crush those interviews. Let's get started. Core Android development, your foundation. Alright, let's start with the fundamentals, the building blocks of any great Android developer. We're talking about mastering activities and fragments, their life cycles, and how they interact. You gotta be comfortable with XML layouts, understanding the view hierarchy, and creating those pixel-perfect UIs with constraint layout. And of course, no Android app is complete without data. So dive into SQLite, Room databases, shared preferences, and file storage options. Oh, and you'll definitely be working with APIs, so make sure you're familiar with RESTful APIs, Retrofit, Volley, the essentials. And let's not forget about background processes, threads, services, and handling those push notifications. These are the core tools of the trade. Programming fundamentals, sharpening your tools. Now look, I know you're probably thinking, Salil, I got the Android basics down, but trust me, solid programming fundamentals are non-negotiable. We're talking about object-oriented programming principles, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, the whole 9 yards. Collections, streams in Java, sequences in Kotlin. You gotta know how to work with data structures like arrays, linked lists, trees. These are the backbone of efficient code. And don't forget about algorithms and data structures. Sorting, searching, hashing, these are the tools that'll elevate your problem-solving game. Design patterns, the architect's blueprint. Now let's talk architecture. Just like a well-designed building, a well-structured app is easier to maintain, scale, and understand. That's where design patterns come in. We're talking about MVC, MVP, and MVVM. Especially MVVM, it's everywhere in Android development. And don't forget about singleton observer factory repository patterns. These are your shortcuts to writing clean, reusable code. Master these, and you're speaking the language of a seasoned developer. Chapter 4, Android Architecture Building for Scale. Speaking of architecture, let's take it a step further with Android architecture. Clean architecture is your best friend here. It's all about separating concerns and making your codebase more testable and maintainable. And you can't talk about Android architecture without mentioning Jetpack components. Room, live data, view model. These are the power tools that'll streamline your development workflow and make your apps shine. Chapter 5, Tools and Testing Debugging Like a Pro. Alright, let's get real for a second. Bugs are inevitable, right? But being able to debug effectively is a skill that sets you apart. Know your way around the debugger, profilers, and those time-saving shortcuts and version control? Don't even get me started. GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. These are not just tools, they're your collaborators, your safety net, and of course, let's not forget about testing, unit tests, UI tests, Espresso. These are your secret weapons to ensure your app is rock solid. Chapter 6, Advanced Android Concepts, Level Up Your Game. Alright, feeling good? Now let's step into the realm of advanced Android development. If you're dealing with multi-platform projects, Kotlin Multi-Platform Mobile or KMM is your new best friend. Custom UI components. That's where you get to flex your creativity and build those unique user experiences. And performance optimization, that's the real deal. Analyzing ANRs, tackling memory leaks with tools like Android Profiler and Leak Canary, that's what separates the good from the great. Chapter 7, Soft Skills. Communication is key. Now I know we've been diving deep into the technical stuff, but here's the thing. Soft skills are just as important. You can be a coding ninja, but if you can't communicate your ideas effectively, it's game over. Practice your problem-solving approach out loud. Explain your thought process clearly and concisely. And don't be afraid to talk about your past projects, your contributions, and how you've collaborated with teams. Remember, you're not just selling your skills, you're selling yourself. Chapter 8, Behavioral Questions Showcasing Your Experience. Alright, let's talk about those dreaded behavioral questions. You know, the ones like, tell me about a time you failed or how do you handle conflict? These can be tricky, but they're really just an opportunity to tell your story. Prepare for these questions by reflecting on your past experiences. Think about challenging projects, how you overcame obstacles, and the lessons you learned along the way. Be genuine, be specific, and don't be afraid to show some personality. Chapter 9. System Design for Mobile Apps. Thinking Big Picture. Now, if you're going for those senior-level roles, you might encounter system design questions. This is where you get to put on your architect hat and design a scalable mobile app from the ground up. Think about the different components, the database design, the API interactions, and how you'll handle offline scenarios. These questions are all about demonstrating your ability to think critically and design solutions for real-world problems. Title: Hands-on practice. Practice makes perfect. Look, I can't stress this enough. The key to interview success is practice, practice, practice. Build out some sample projects. A weather app, a task manager, a chat app, anything that'll help you solidify those skills. And platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, CodeSignal, these are your training grounds for those technical interviews. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, practice with peers, and get comfortable with the interview environment. Chapter 11. Stay updated. The Android world never sleeps. The world of Android development is constantly evolving. New tools, new libraries, new best practices. It's a never-ending learning journey. Make it a habit to check the Android developer docs regularly, dive into Jetpack Compose, explore Flutter for cross-platform development. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. So stay curious, stay engaged with the community, and never stop pushing your boundaries. Outro: level up and crush those interviews. So there you have it, your ultimate roadmap to mastering Android developer interviews. By mastering these areas, you'll be well prepared for Android developer interviews at any level. Remember, it's all about preparation, practice, and that unwavering belief in yourself. You got this. Go out there, crush those interviews, and land that dream job. And hey, once you do, come back and tell me all about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Peace out.